Hey guys, my name is April. I go by Ruby Rouge here on the YouTubes. Thank you so much for stopping by. It means so much to me. Today, I want to wrap up 19 and 2019. I am so ready for 2019 to be over. The last, I would say 14 months of my life, I've been kind of stuck in this weird spinning my wheels cycle of not really being able to make progress on much of anything. I'm working. And it's like things just aren't moving. So much so that it has even trickled down into my project panning, which has just been crazy. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready for new things in 2020, so let's get this one wrapped up now. This is my Ojon hair mask. I love this hair mask. I have always loved this hair mask. I've been through many of these in my life. They no longer sell it, unfortunately. Here's what is left in there, if you can see. Very, very little. I would say there's 3 to 4 uses in here. This is it looks really thick, but it's a very hard oil. It's palm oil. It's very similar to coconut oil and how it gets very, very thin once you start warming it in your hands. So there's actually quite a few uses left in here. Love this product, but this is the first product that is not finished. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit here. This is my Viseart concealer palette. This is the second product that is not completed for the year. Love, love, love this palette. I would totally repurchase it. I have used this palette so much. I use it probably on average, I would say once a week. And when I use it, a lot of times I end up using it as foundation. So I end up doing my whole face in this palette. I use the contours, I use some of these correctors, I have highlighting shades. I use these, mix these guys around to make my just main like face shade. Crazy, crazy, crazy pigmented. This one is so worth the money for me. I will totally plan on repurchasing it as long as they don't get rid of it. I've seen it on clearance. I hope they do a smaller version of it, to be honest, but I love it. It is not done. I'm going to turn off the light really quickly. I think you can see a little more progress that way. Yeah, I think you can see the dips a little better that way. There is a lot of progress. It is just not done. I have a cold, so I'm trying really hard to remember not to sniffle, so I hope I'm not doing it a bunch. This is my Kat Von D contour palette, shade and light palette. I am enjoying this palette. I used it very regularly for the very first part of the year. Then when I started traveling, it started coming apart, and I realized the powders are probably a little too soft to actually travel with, and I just got back in the habit of using my other palette that I ended up moving into this project. I like this palette. I don't recommend it for travel, obviously. I am going to repress this and continue using the palette. I did, however, use these guys for most of the year, and I'm very surprised that there is no pan in any of those, because I used these for almost the whole year. I use this guy a lot. I didn't use these two really at all, but I am surprised that there's not really any more progress showing than there is. So this is the third product that is not done. This is the Smashbox contour palette that I was talking about. I love this palette. These have been repressed. I don't use this one as much. It's a little bit warm for my skin tone. I can use it a little bit in the summer, which I did. It's just not enough to really show progress on it. I love this palette. It travels great. It even has continued to travel great since it's been repressed. The formula is just a little bit stiffer. It blends beautifully. I love that it's a little more compact. I love that there are only 3 shades. However, I do like the Kat Von D, the lighter shade. This one's really light for me, so it works in the winter really well, but not so great in the summer. So I will get back to using this one, hopefully finish it up soon. So yay, this one at least shows some progress. That makes me happy. This Hourglass palette is showing a lot of progress. Once again, it's another product that isn't finished. But we have tons and tons of progress on here. I decided at some point I did not like these blushes on me. I don't recommend those blushes if you have large pores on your cheeks. They're not terrible. And I kind of liked this pink one and I used it for a little while, but I just have better. So it wasn't a terrible product. It just, I started noticing that my pores were looking a little larger than they did with other products. And so I quit using the blushes. And honestly, I didn't like this color on me at all. I love the powders. I would never buy this palette again. I would stick with the 3-pan palette. It was a better bargain for my money. And I like the pan size better, to be honest. I felt like these are a little bit small to be trying to get a brush into. I have brushes that work, but you know, I would prefer them to be a little larger. I think I showed this product in my very first intro and you never saw it again. It's the Cover FX bronzer. It is beautiful. It is in, let me see, Sunkissed, beautiful bronzer. I know you're thinking I had way too many bronzers in this project, and you're right. I have had success. I thought that I could at least get a little bit of progress showing in some of these. I have had success with multiple bronzers in projects before. So I don't know. It's just been a weird, like I said, it's been a weird year. I thought that I would have that Hourglass palette finished a long time ago and have started on this one, was my thought process. I never got to this one. This one will be what I move on to after that one. This is a very, very soft bronzer. If you have fair skin, I mean, if you have fair skin, like, you can barely see that. And it's just a nice, it gives a little bit of warmth to the skin. This is definitely a wintertime product for me. It's very soft. It helps me blend contour powders out as well, which is kind of what I use the Hourglass product for. Because I don't like things looking too harsh on my skin, so I like to use, like, just how you use transition shades on your eye looks, I like to use transition shades on my face. This is a transition shade for me, but this could also be a bronzer for someone who is very, very fair skinned. No progress here at all. I found this baby hanging out in the declutter bin. This is my Makeup Forever Holiday Palette. I love this palette. I love it, I love it, I love it. I miss it already. I wish they would re-release something similar. But unfortunately, I let it get old. I didn't use it enough. And then when I got really, really excited, and when I finally picked it up and started using it and fell in love with it, it already had quite a bit of age on it. I was trying to work on this purple shade here for this year. I thought that maybe I could finish it up. It didn't happen. I just felt like the palette was, I was just getting nervous about it. This is a highly dimethicone formula. It's very old. I just started getting nervous about it, so I decided to put it in the declutter bin. So that was unfortunate, but that's what happens sometimes. And there's a pretty picture of the front. I loved this palette. This is my Eyeko Brow Magic Brow Boost in Light. I didn't finish this product. I decluttered this product. It wasn't that great of a product to begin with. I should have just decluttered it back when I decided it really wasn't that great of a product. But I decided to keep using it. It finally just went kind of weird. It's a weird product to begin with. It's one of those like static based products. But I don't know. I don't think that you can really tell. But it's almost like it got kind of damp or something in there. But it's just kind of clumpy and gross now. Not good. I was trying to find ways to use it other than on my brows. I was using it for my hairline, which was kind of nice, but then it just got, when it started to turn weird, I just said, I'm done with it. It's not working very well, even in my hairline anymore. Let this one go. So this ended up being a declutter. This next one is my Anastasia Brow Powder Kit. This is so freaking old. So old. And the story behind this product is that I was going to use this product this year, and this was going to be my brow powder. And last year in my 18 and 18, I used a Bare Minerals powder that I'm going to show you really quickly. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It's a product that I've been using for a very long time. It was a repurchase of mine. And so at the beginning of this year, I thought, well, I'll just finish up that Bare Minerals product and then I'll get to this one. I never got to this one. Just this month, just this week, I finally finished up the Bare Minerals product. And I never even got to this one. I think I'm going to declutter this. I know I'm going to declutter this. This is too old. I've had it forever. It's fine. It still works nicely. It's just really, really old. And I mean, it's probably fine if I wanted to use it, but I also have another brow product that I want to get started using before I'm in that same situation again. So I am just going to go ahead and declutter this, even though it's beautiful. The colors in here are absolutely perfect and stunning, and it's hard for me to do that, but I need to move on. The product that I decided to use instead is this Bare Minerals. Let's see, I don't know if you can, hopefully we're in focus. This is in soft brown. I think it's upside down. I finally used this. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see the lines on it. I used this for at least 2 years. I started here. I'm finally done. Finally done. Craziness. Crazy sauce. It's done though. That's exciting. So that's one product that I am considering done for this project. Did we finally get to one? 2 are the Ofra Fixline eyeliners. I like to wear black in the spring and winter, and I like to wear brown in the fall and in the summer. I couldn't make up my mind, so I didn't. I just used both of them this year. I will show you the progress on these. I love this product. I love all of these products. Can't you tell? I keep saying that. Oh no, that's going to be repetitive and redundant in the video. Beautiful, beautiful products. I was getting ready to actually repurchase these because they are getting old and I need to repurchase them just because I've been using them for so long. And the reviews on them aren't any good. And it seems as though they may have changed their packaging or changed the product in some way. So now I'm scared to repurchase it. I guess I will, but really don't want to. Anyways, I'll show you guys pictures of these. I think you'll be able to see better in pictures. So hopefully these haven't changed because this has been one of the best eyeliners I have ever used in my entire life. Hands down. The only thing I would recommend is that you're going to need a little bit of the Inglot. Oh shoot, I always forget what it's called. Is it Duraline or the stuff that revives your eyeliners? You're going to need some of that, but other than that, these are wonderful. This is Tarte Blushing Bride. Beautiful Tarte blush. I love it. It is a good, pretty much everyday color for me. I wear it a lot. Oh, I think I mixed it with, let's see. I think I mixed it with some bronzer there. Can you see? Just a very easy, everyday color for me. Once again, this is another product that I just used and used and used and used, and you can hardly tell. I did break the packaging though, so that makes it look a little more used, and we've worn off some of the pattern. Great product. We'll continue to, most likely we'll continue to keep using it. Alright, this is one I actually used up. I hope you can see in the container that there's empty stuff right there. I actually used this one up. It's the Laura Gellar French Press. It's a decent lip gloss. I wouldn't repurchase it, and probably I should have quit using it. I think I like the formula of the lip gloss. I didn't like the color on me. The color was kind of hit and miss. Some days I liked it, some days I didn't. I probably shouldn't have used the whole thing up, but I did. I used one thing up this year. So that makes 2 things for the whole year so far. This is the ABH lip gloss and Fudge. Love this gloss. Love this gloss formula. I want some more of these. I was tempted to get a few at Christmas, but I really don't need any more lip glosses right now, and I really don't need any more lip products right now, so I want to finish up what I have first, but I really do love this formula. If you are looking for some lip glosses, I would recommend trying this formula. It's really nice. Beautiful color. It's a little bit dark, and I usually hate dark lip glosses, but like this one actually worked. It actually kind of stayed in place. It didn't make a big mess. It looked nice for like a little while. I didn't finish it. I barely even made a dent in it, but I do love it, so there we have that. This one is YSL Rouge Pure Couture in 01. It's pretty red color. I didn't wear a lot of red lipstick this year, and there was virtually no progress to be shown. I made the tiniest bit of progress, if you can see right here, from there to there, and that was it for the whole year. I like this lipstick, however, it is getting old, so I am going to go ahead and put this in the declutter bin. I've had it for a long time, and I've carried it around and used it a lot over the years, and it's starting to go off in a weird way. It's getting very perfumey. I've never had a lipstick go off quite that way, but it's just like all of a sudden it's incredibly strong, and like you can taste the perfume in it, and I'm like, okay, I know this lipstick is no longer good. I'm sad to see it go, but it's time. This one is Colourpop Aquarius. I really enjoyed using this throughout the year. I like the color. It's very easy to wear. Let's see the progress marks here. I actually did use this one quite a bit. I started here and I ended here, so that's exciting. Showed a lot of progress. I will continue. This one seems to be doing just fine. I will continue using that one. This one, I just swatched. I managed to get a little swatch out of this, but this is Bite Pastille, and it is done. Yay! This is my very favorite formula of Bite products, and I guess they have discontinued these and are going to reformulate them. Bite, I don't know about Bite, and I don't know about their products. I don't ever really like them that much. I did like these pencils. I thought this was the best thing they had ever came up with. I hope that their reformulation is similar. Yeah, I thought this was a good product, so. And I finished it. That's my third one that I finished. The next swatch is Gerard Cosmetics Berry Smoothie. I didn't reach for this one a lot this year, and I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. I didn't like the formula as much as that on this one as I did 1995, or I had another one. This one isn't, those were like mattes, and this one isn't. I just don't like the formula as much. It kind of reminds me of just like a regular drugstore lipstick. It doesn't stay on very long. It's just kind of there. The color isn't anything special, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. I had it out for a whole year and didn't reach for it at all. This is Smashbox Baja Bound. I'm going to consider this one kind of both used up and decluttered, because I used a little bit of it and then it just completely dried out on me. I think you can see, I mean, you could see maybe how dry that swatch was. Super dry. Pretty color. I wouldn't buy these just because I felt like it did dry out pretty quickly. And yeah. I mean, it was a decent product, but I think that there are other like liquid lip type products that have a better shelf life. This is Max Factor Maroon Dust. I reached for this quite a bit during the winter. It is very light, so it doesn't really work on me in the summer. I kind of put it up and haven't used it since. So we started here and now we are here. I'll probably hold on to this because I did really like it in the winter time on me, but yeah, it was way too like dead concealer lips in the summer, so. I ended up replacing it with MAC Velvet Teddy, which is swatched right here. So as you can see, it's very similar color, but just a little bit darker. Enjoyed MAC Velvet Teddy a lot. It looks awful. I have it held together with a toothpick, guys. I need to buy a new one, but I really don't want to. I want to use this one as much as I can, just because. Just because. Here is the marks on there. So I started here and I made it to there. It wasn't full. It wasn't completely full when I started either. Beautiful. I understand why this one is a classic though. And this is the very last product that I have. This is my Viseart Brow palette. I was just working on the waxes here. I think that you can see that I made some progress there. I really enjoyed using this. I think the waxes are nice. I want to get into the powders this year. I've tested them out. They're beautiful and wonderful. I just wanted to finish up that Bare Minerals one that I was using. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to get into this palette. A little bit more gray palette. Once again, I love it. I just wish they would make a smaller, more consumer friendly version of it. I think that people would really, really enjoy this product in a smaller size. Alright guys, that wraps up my 2019 project pan. Oh, I used 4 products. I finished 4 products. I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is absolutely my worst project pan ever. I've been project painting for a long time. Some of you guys have been with me from the beginning. Thank you guys. Hi. Thanks so much for hanging out still. I've never had a project pan go this badly. But, you know, I have some great progress. I'm ready for next year. I'm ready to start picking out products for next year. I am excited because I have a lot of big use on some really big products. So I think that'll work out really well for me. Next year, I think I've set myself up to succeed. 4. We got 4 done, and we decluttered 5. That's still 5 products out. It's 5 products that, you know, just got old on me, really. Every single one of these got old on me. Except maybe the Gerard Cosmetics. Can't complain about that. That's going to happen regardless of how conscious you are about your makeup purchases. There's always going to be something that doesn't work for you or gets old. Thank you guys again so much. Happy New Year. I hope 2020 turns out to be awesome, and I know everything can't be amazing and wonderful and perfect all the time, but I just hope that 2020 is a year that even when things are bad or even when things aren't going your way, that there's some kind of silver lining that you can find in it, that there's something that you can take as a lesson for growth and love, and there's something that can just help, you know, like we said, set us up for success in the future. I wish you all the best in 2020. See you guys again soon. Bye.